Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Friday the 17th of April 2015. And slightly different today, we're going to look at the market unfolding in real time from yesterday. So by using the scrub line in the video, I'm going to drag it forward and take you to the relevant trades and show you what actually happened during real time trading. So the market opened. We've got the 18,050 level. This is the 18,100 level. We can see the market drove up to this, hit the resistance, and then came back. We've got the high impact news out for yesterday here, and if I just drag the slider across, you'll see the market then unfolding in real time. There's the economic news being released. The market going back to the 18,100. Professional buying coming in at this point, which you can see there, and now we need to take out the 18,100 if the market is to move higher. Price is still indecisive there, still stuck in this sideways range, trading between the 18,050 and the 18,100. But the market testing there at the support to the left there. You can see a slight increase in volume as well. And then eventually the market trading through. Now we're not on high volume here. We have just got a small increase, but it's not above averages. We're heading towards the quieter part of the session there. So let me just drag the slider across. We then get an opposing signal as well as the market closes back below the 18,100. So it's a matter of which order is filled first. And then we get a triple X signal there as well. You can see how the market has switched there now to the short side. We then get a new PTI, the other one here having run out of time, 3 bars, and the signal is cancelled. We still have the potential short in place, but at the moment we're back above the 18,100 there. So now we see an opposing signal there once more, but as you just saw, the market then closing above the entry price there, through the entry price, filling the order. Have the scalp up here, but unfortunately the market makes no progress. The volume is low, which you can see down here as we again head towards the quieter time, and then we see the market closing back below the 18,100. So we have a clue already that there's a problem with this. There's no increase in volume, and the market has closed back below the 18,100. And then see this trade taken out. See the stop actually hit there, and then the market drive lower. But again, not on any selling. You can see there's a slight increase, but there's no red price bar to show that the professionals are selling. Just the afternoon session boys marking prices down, and we know they've marked them down because they then move them back up. And we then see the market trading back above where we got in, which is always irritating, but there's nothing we can do about that. And then back through, again, it's the quiet part of the session. And then we have a potential buy signal here. We see an increase in volume there, just above the average line, and the market closing back towards the highs as well. So it is a form of a test bar there. And then we see the market coming back through the 18,100, filling the order, and we need to see some new buying to drive the market higher. We see another retest of the market. Price is now driving through. We get further PTP and triple X. The market's still coming back though, but now finding support at the 18,100 level there. We have a potential sell which is removed as prices go through the stop loss there, which you can see, so that signal is no longer valid. We now see the professional buying, what we want to see in a up move. And I've just rescaled the chart in real time there, so we're seeing the professional buying coming, then we're driving through the scalp, and as we've driven through the scalp we're heading up towards the 18,150 level, I do believe it is, and then we're just through this on new professional buying as well. So we know the traders are coming back after the afternoon break, And now this is where it gets interesting, because we've got some selling coming into the market here. We can see it with the red bar. We can also see this confirmed in the volume as well. Now, the best thing to do at this point is to either take the profits, which are sitting around 50 points if you want to take them, or if you want to let it breathe to see if the market's got the strength to go up to the 18,200, then you can stay with it as well. I'm just going to put this into real time at the moment, and then just speed things up a little, because what I've done here, let me just come back slightly so you can see what I'm doing. Let me just press play. So at this point it's a case of move the stop to break even, and as prices unfold, and now we've got the completion of this bar, move the stop below where we have this potential weakness. And all I've done is just used a 50% extension, clicked below, and now I can lock in the profits and don't have to worry too much. And I could actually remove the scalp figure off the chart as well. I also have resistance above the high of this up thrust, and I need to see if the market can close above it. The market's currently touching it, so I'm just having a look to see where the price is, 18,164. And the market struggling at this level. So I'm just going to speed things up slightly. We then sped up too quickly there. Let me just bring that back for you. So if we come back to around here, that's it, and then play. So the market's struggling with this area, and what I'm doing is having a look in the daily chart to see where the market's trading, and I know I've got resistance at the high of this bar. The market is at this point now, so I know I'm going to have some sort of difficulty at this level. Again, I have to make the decision on whether I want to take the money off the table or have a look and see if the market will break through. So at the moment we're actually just slightly breaking through there, and now I'm going to move the stop once more, and this brings me down to the psychological level of 18,150, 149 on the stop there. So let's fast forward and see what happens. At the moment you're sitting on 56 points. You've checked the daily chart, you can see there's resistance, and by doing that you can then make a unemotional decision based upon what you're actually seeing. So let's just speed things up a bit now, and we see the market coming back there. The market's run out of steam. There's no new buying in the chart there either, so it's a case again of having to make that decision of do you take profits or let the market show you what it wants to do. So there we see the market coming back, the trade being taken out, and we're sitting around 40 points there when we could have had another 16 points based upon what we saw in the daily chart. So let's move along. We've got the PTI to the downside, which is not filled, and now we're back to the upside once more should you take this trade. So we see the market going back up. The previous PTI signal is now dropped off. We have another potential short there coming in as well, but we're already long on this green PTI. I know there's a lot of signals coming here, but that's because we're at the psychological level at the moment. And then you'll see these other signals drop off. So there they go. Because they weren't filled, they've been removed even though they appeared. We're already a buyer of the market, so we're not interested in this new buy. We have a potential sell there should the market reverse from here, as long as it's filled within the 3 bars, and it is. So this trade is stopped out with the 16-point loss, and now we're short. We get a triple X here as well, and then we see the market moving lower, and then price is trading down to the scalp, straight through the scalp, and this is where it gets really interesting. I'm going to run this in real time so you can see the nuance of this. You've got the professional selling bar coming through, and then when you can't see the psychological line just below this, but what is interesting, this market is finding support down at this level, which is the 18,113. So we've got the psychological level of 18,100 below. But if you watch this in real time, you will see how the volume actually starts to build and the market makes no progress to the downside. And this is how buying pressure comes into the market. And this is the professionals buying back the market. So there you see the target for this market. But all of a sudden you will see the volume start to actually increase as the market trades through this 5-minute time period. It's not moving lower. It keeps bouncing off the low, and you can see the volume building there. So what I'm going to do is just to speed things up a little, as 5 minutes is a long time when recording a video. So there you can see the volume building sharply, and there's the completion of this bar. So you're sitting around 32 points and you have this buying coming into the market. We're an hour before the close, and then it's really down to whether you've made the decision to take the profit or not. But there's certainly a reason to take the profit, not just, oh well, I've got 32 points, I'm going to take it. There is buying pressure coming into the market at this point. So again, a considered decision based upon information that is presented before you there. So the market, now you can see starting to move back to the upside. We're back to the scalp, and then you can see the increase in volume there. We have a potential buy, and that's all because of this buying pressure here. This is where it's been absorbed by the professional traders. The selling that came into the market was absorbed, and then they reversed it. And as we head towards the end of the session, there's no more interest in the upside. The immediate, I've been taking all of the stops out down here, those that were short. The stops have been taken out, and then we see the prices move back to the downside, and look where they go back down to the psychological level there, which is what you would expect. So in this area here, I just wanted to show you how you can read the market on a bar by bar basis and then make judgments upon what you see, not on based upon emotion. So there we see towards the end of the session now, and this last signal isn't a valid one, as is this one here, because we're too far towards the close of the session there. Right, let's have a look at the daily chart and see what happened during yesterday's session. So we're in the daily chart. We can see yesterday it was range bound to the previous day, and on the overnight you can see the market coming back below the 76%, even though the market closed above this during yesterday. So this high of 18,000, let's just put a marker on this one so that we've got the figure there. So 18,162, just over the 18,150. You can expect to see some resistance there. So should you be long, just like I did yesterday, you can actually use the daily chart to see where the resistance is in the market as well. Quick look at today's news. The high impact news item at 3 p.m. prelim consumer sentiment, and the IMF meetings from 3:15. So anything could come out from that. That's from 3:15 onwards today. So a bit of a tough one, really. Could be a bit of volatility depending what's released, but it's probably more likely to be later on in the session than the earlier part, with the time difference there. Finally, in the implied volatility, 1136 for yesterday. Let's just do a quick refresh of this chart, see what figure we had yesterday. And we're down to 1096, so from 1136 down to 1096, and again that's reflected in the chart. I want to see this down at 10% or lower to give us that potential next correction inside of the Dow. Right, that's it from me. A bit of a lengthy one this morning, but again, just a lot of ideas and thoughts to want to share with you. A lot of people have asked if I would do a bit more in-depth videos now and again, so there's one for you this morning, just to show you how to read the market in real time and how you can use the daily chart in conjunction with the smaller time frames to make, like I say, those informed decisions, non-emotional decisions on actually maximizing the profits in the trade by looking at the individual price bars and the target areas. Right, enjoy the weekend. I will see you in Monday's edition of the Market Alert. As ever, thank you for your support, very much appreciated, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.